Okay, so in your video today, we're going to do some ear training with rhythms. Okay, so what's going to happen is for each question, 1, 2, 3, and 4, is I'm going to pick one of these 3 rhythms and I'm going to play it on middle C. And then you're going to guess which one you thought it was, and you can write it down on paper, or you can just remember it in your head, or type it on your phone, something, just so you remember to keep track of which one. And then after, I'll go through all the answers, and then I'll explain what's different between them. Okay, so what you want to do first is take a look at each one, and I've uploaded this picture to your folder as well. So take a look at each measure. You can play it on your piano, you can tap it, you can clap it. Just try to think about how you would count that in your head. And you want to take a really good look at each one. Mind, these are all in 4/4 time, so each one has 4 beats. Okay, and really think about how each one would be counted. And now I'm going to go ahead and play one of them on middle C. Okay, here we go. Play it one more time. Moving on to number 2, if you write down your answer, which one do you think it was? Moving on to number 2, take a good look at each one. Okay, so think about how you would count those. And here we go, I'm going to play it on the piano. One more time. On to number 3. Think about what all those kinds of note values are. How am I going to count this? Okay, and I'm going to play it on middle C again. Here we go. One more time. Okay, and then last one, number 4. Take a good look. Clap it, play it. Okay, and here we go. Here's number 4. Last time. Okay, so let's go through the answers now. So for number 1, I played the first rhythm. For number 2, I played the second rhythm. For number 3, I played the first rhythm. And for number 4, I played the second rhythm. So hopefully you got them all right, but if you didn't, that's okay too, because we're going to go through each one. So what you're hearing here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So note, rest, long note. So short, rest, hold. So that's going to sound like this. Note, rest, hold. Okay, the difference between that one and this one is we'd go note, rest, note, note. So instead of holding a half note, we'd have 2 different notes there at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for number 4, the difference, or the third one, I guess, is that the half notes at the beginning would be long, rest, short, instead of the answer, which was short, less, wrong. Okay? So that's the last one there, long, rest, short. For number 2, the second rhythm, that was actually the same as what I just played there. Long, rest, short. So that was the correct answer. So the difference here is no rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the difference here is the rest at the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one would be a little bit harder to have a rest at the beginning. You'd have to count that one very carefully. Okay? Number 3, I played the first one, and that's a dotted half note. So you're listening for extra long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So this one I'd have 1, 2, 3, rest. And this one, I'd have 1, 2, rest, note. So the difference, this one and this one might be harder to hear, but this one, there's no break between the 2 notes. This one, there is. Okay? And then the last one, I played the middle, which would be counted 1, rest, note, rest, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we look at this one, the difference is that instead of a rest, we're holding it. So we'll go note, rest, hold, which was actually the same as the answer for number 1. Those guys are the same, okay? And then if we look at our very last one, the difference is that instead of the half note, we'd have 2 separates, and that's actually the same as this. So you see a lot of these rhythms cropping up. There's only so many combos that we can actually do only using these notes. And so once you get familiar with those rhythms, it gets easier and easier to pick them out in music because we've seen them already. So this one would be no, rest, no, note. Okay? So what you can do now that you've finished and hopefully got them right, and if not, now that you understand them all, is try to clap these or play each one without stopping. All of them, all 3 measures for each line on your piano, or clap it out.